Welcome back to the channel, SPX6900 gang. It has been a while since I've done a new video on SPX, but even though the market is down right now, the vibes and the attitudes in the SPX community are as high as ever. And the price isn't even, I know we don't look at the chart here. Yes, SPX is down 14-15% on the day, but earlier in the weeks prior, we had done a clean 2x from about 400 million market cap all the way up to close to 750 million, so almost a 2x. We had reversed the entire dump from the month of November. Now, yes, we've given back a little bit of the gains from earlier in this week, or last week specifically, but the bottom line is momentum is still very much largely in SPX's community. Now, yes, the market is nuking. It started nuking yesterday evening. If you're not aware of what exactly happened, it was this. Short-term Japanese yields, Japanese bonds spiked to the highest level since 2008, 17 years, specifically Japan's 2-year bond yield reached 1.01%. That is the first time it has broken the psychological 1% rate threshold in 17 years since 2008. And Japan's 10-year yield spiked as high as 1.78%. That's the highest it's been, and even longer, since 1998. 27 years. Now some people think that the Bank of Japan might institute a rate hike, an interest rate hike in the Japanese markets later this month when they meet. That would be their first rate hike in years, again, since 2008. And now, why does Japanese bond yield spiking cause crypto to crash? Well, since it costs almost zero traditionally to borrow against the Japanese yen, a lot of large crypto traders in Asia have been doing that. They've been borrowing against the Japanese yen at no interest rate and then using that money to initiate huge leverage longs on Bitcoin, on Ethereum, etc. And then once the bond rate spiked last night, that instantly caused a cascade of liquidation. So the good news is that this had pretty much nothing to do with the fundamentals of cryptocurrency. It had to do with a totally different market, currencies in the Near East that's only minorly correlated with crypto. And before we proceed further, just a quick update from my partner exchange, BTCC, fully available in the USA and pretty much everywhere else. No VPN or KYC is needed. So the big Black Friday trading campaign ended, but we're in a new month, December. They will be kicking off a big new trading competition pretty soon. I'll give you details of that in the coming days. And if you're just in it for the trading, BTCC is adding new coins to both their spot and futures exchange every week. Like just today, they added Sachi coin to the spot exchange and they added Cent to futures. And then additionally, they do have their first futures trade protection fund, meaning if you open up your first futures trade on BTCC, and when you close it, it results in a loss, they will cover the first $50 of that loss for you. Pretty cool, right? So if you want to check out BTCC, sign up for an account, stay tuned for other future campaigns, use this top link at the top of the video description area right here. Now back to SPX 6900, because as I mentioned at the start, the vibes are as high as I've ever seen them in the last few days, despite the chart action, even though we don't look at the chart, obviously, in this community. But a community member, I Am Betman, put it bluntly. He said the power of SPX 6900 is not in its price, but in its people, led by, of course, Murad. Murad's Twitter page, he has been retweeting 2 times, 3 times the normal amount in the last few days. That's what you want. You want a leader who doesn't disappear when prices are down. You want him even more engaged, even more supportive, even more positive. And as he says an hour ago, delusional bulls will win in the end. What else do we have here? Dr. Jesse Shaw, this time he posted a new video onboarding people in the gym, and he did a little $500 SPX buy himself. Nobody is living the SPX community lifestyle more so than him. And he is hosting this Eon Miami meetup for Art Basel. This is December 6th. I think that's Saturday. He'll be there. Other people will be there. You know, it could spark a little bit of energy into the SPX community, maybe get some upward price action. We shall see. What else do we have here? Conviction. Community member, very hoodish. He did his second tattoo right here on the back of his neck. It says SPX 6900 forever. Then he did another one right here. He already had this one up on his leg. That is conviction. What else do we have? Glazy, this person bought their own t-shirt and hoodie. It arrived, you know, it's not quite a tattoo, but any sort of representation of the coin is good. Then this person here recruited his first 2 Eons yesterday, and they each bought $2,000 worth. That is quite a bit. And then this guy here, he onboarded 3 more people at his kid's birthday party. He onboarded them via Pokemon-style Eon cards, and he was wearing his Matrix hoodie. It's so easy. They asked for the price. I said it's under $1. It's the new BTC. they want in. I'm not sure if he's saying he onboarded the kids at the birthday party or the parents. Sounds like the kids. Either way, we'll take them. The more, the merrier, big or small. And don't forget, a few weeks ago, SPX got a shout out on FM radio from Jammin' Jessie in the morning. She was on 104.5, a Philadelphia-based rock station. That I've never ever heard of a meme coin getting a shout out on FM radio. Then we have community member Maddox, DCAing day number 161 of DCAing $1,000 into SPX every single day. He is going to be super rich when this is all over. And then Murad, he did another video here. He did a video with this guy. I'm not really sure what his name is, but that is live if you want to give it a listen. And what else do we have here? This person suggested that maybe the future of SPX6900 is in long-form content, not short-form content, more like Reddit posts, more YouTube videos, Audible books, Medium-style blogs, podcasts on Spotify. That would be pretty cool. Anyways, SPX community, say hi down below. Love hearing from you guys. Hit the like, subscribe button. I will be back later with a new video. Bencryptoshow signing out. Catch you later.